Have you ever scrolled through the internet and thought, who in their right mind would ever try that? Yeah, me too. But then I thought, hold my beer, I'm about to show you exactly how badly these so-called life hacks can go wrong. We're diving headfirst into the world of ridiculous cooking hacks, the kind your granny warns you about. You know, those hacks that promise to change your life but probably end up setting your kitchen on fire. Buckle up, because things are about to get messy, hilarious, and definitely not Michelin star worthy. This is what happens when you take kitchen shortcuts you really shouldn't be taking. You've been warned. Alright, first up we've got this gem cooking bacon with a hairdryer. Now I've heard it all in my kitchens, but this one takes the cake. Who needs a pan, right? Just blast that raw bacon with hot air and hope for the best. First things first, let's talk safety. We've got electricity and grease mixing here, which is about as smart as challenging a rhino to a staring contest. One wrong move and you're wearing your breakfast. Okay, so we've got the bacon prepped, nice and uniformly laid out, not that it matters with this ludicrous method. Let's fire up this hairdryer and, oh dear God, the noise! It's like a jet engine trying to escape from a wind tunnel. And the bacon, it's moving, flapping around like a fish out of water. I've seen calmer mosh pits. This is just chaos in a frying pan. After what feels like an eternity, the bacon is sort of cooked. I mean, parts of it are crispy, parts are practically raw, and the rest has achieved a new level of existence. Bacon jerky. Honestly, you'd have more luck training a donkey to do your taxes than cooking decent bacon with a hairdryer. Trust me, stick to the pan, folks. This is one shortcut you don't want to take. Next up on our culinary adventure, we're ditching the toaster and using an iron to make toast. Yes, you heard me right, an iron. Because apparently that's a thing now. I've cooked with hotter things in my sleep, but let's give it a go. We've got our bread, a perfectly good ironing board sacrificed in the name of science, and an iron that's seen better days. Right off the bat, this feels wrong. It's like using a chainsaw to cut butter, completely unnecessary and slightly terrifying. But hey, we're committed now. We crank up the iron to its highest setting, slap that bread onto the ironing board, and press down with the force of 1,000 suns. Now we wait, and wait, and wait some more. The bread is slowly changing color, but it's not the golden brown toasty goodness we were hoping for. It's more of a pale, sickly yellow, like someone left it out in the sun too long. After an agonizingly long time, we finally peel the bread off the ironing board. It's warm, I'll give it that. But toast? Not by a long shot. It's more like bread that's had a very uncomfortable sauna experience. Listen, if you're ever desperate enough to iron your bread, just eat it raw. You'll save yourself time, effort, and a whole lot of disappointment. Chapter 3. Microwave pasta callops. This is not how you al dente. Alright, let's tackle a classic student staple pasta. But forget pots and boiling water, we're going full-on modern and microwaving this bad boy. What could possibly go wrong? Now I've seen some shocking things in my time, but watching someone try to cook pasta in a microwave is right up there. It's like asking a penguin to fly. It's just not going to end well. First off, finding a container big enough to fit both the pasta and enough water to actually submerge it is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And once you do, be prepared for a tsunami of boiling water when you take it out of the microwave. But let's say, by some miracle, you manage to get the pasta and water situation sorted. Now you've got to contend with the cooking time. Too short and you'll be chewing on raw dough for days. Too long and you'll end up with a sticky, gloopy mess that could rival the La Brea tar pits. And the taste? Let's just say it's not something you'd want to serve to anyone you actually like. It's bland, mushy, and has the distinct aftertaste of disappointment. Look, I get it. Sometimes you're short on time and desperate for a quick meal. But trust me, even a simple bowl of cereal is more appetizing than this microwave monstrosity. Chapter 4, Blowtorch S'mores, playing with fire, literally. Now this is more like it. Forget the campfire, we're bringing the great outdoors inside with indoor s'mores, courtesy of a good old-fashioned blowtorch. Now I'm all for a bit of pyrotechnics in the kitchen, but even I have to draw the line somewhere. And using a blowtorch indoors? That line starts to get very blurry. Safety first, kids. We've got a fire extinguisher on standby, a very nervous cameraman, and enough marshmallows to supply a small army. Let's do this! We carefully assemble our s'mores, graham crackers, chocolate, the works, and then unleash the fiery fury of the blowtorch onto the unsuspecting marshmallows. The marshmallows puff up instantly, transforming into gooey, caramelized clouds of sugary goodness. the chocolate melts into a decadent puddle, and the graham crackers provide the perfect crunchy counterpoint. Okay, I have to admit, this is actually pretty fun. And the s'mores? Downright delicious. But let's be real, this is more about the spectacle than anything else. Unless you're a trained professional or have a death wish, I wouldn't recommend trying this at home. Stick to the campfire, folks. It's safer, less likely to set off the smoke alarm, and you can always blame the burnt marshmallows on the uneven heat. Chapter 5. Spooning eggs, shell-shocked, and yolking around. Last but not least, we're tackling a kitchen task that's plagued humanity since the dawn of time: peeling hard-boiled eggs. But this time, we're ditching the traditional methods and using a spoon. Now, I've peeled more eggs in my lifetime than I care to remember, and let me tell you, this method had better be good to replace my tried-and-true techniques. The theory is simple. Crack the top and bottom of the egg, slide a spoon under the shell, and pop that bad boy out. Easy peasy, right? Wrong. First off, cracking the egg without completely obliterating it is a skill in itself. Too much force and you've got eggshell shrapnel everywhere. Too little and you'll be picking at that shell for hours. But let's say you've managed to crack the egg perfectly. Now comes the tricky part: maneuvering that spoon under the shell without ripping it to shreds. It's like trying to perform open-heart surgery with a butter knife. And even if by some miracle you manage to get the spoon under the shell, there's no guarantee the egg will come out in one piece. More often than not, you'll end up with a mangled, dented mess that looks like it's been through a war zone. Listen, I'm all for trying new things, but some things are best left to the experts. Or at least, to people who have a bit more patience than I do. Stick to the traditional methods, folks. Your sanity will thank you for it. So, as we've seen today, not all life hacks are meant to make your life easier. Some are best left to the realms of the internet, where they can exist as a testament to human ingenuity. Or perhaps just our collective lack of common sense. Which one was your favorite epic fail? Let me know in the comments. And if you've got any wackier kitchen hacks, I'd love to try them out. Or maybe not. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these ridiculous cooking hacks with your friends. See you next time for more epic fails.